So hey guys, this is Vardan and welcome back to my another amazing video in which I'm going to share with you a very burning problem of many of the people, especially into my age. Okay, and you know what, why I'm making this video is because I found in between these few months so many of my friends, so many of people whom I know talking these kind of stuff, which I suggest that you should never ever think about this. That what do you think, I'm unable to do this, I'll be unable to do that, I'm not confident about how I'll be able to do this, or I won't be able to do that. This is how you behave. You are not at all confident. Why? You know what? Because you have not practiced and you think that you need a motivation, you need some sort of motivation, some sort of an outside energy which can heal you from inside, and then you can start your work full-fledgedly. But you know what? I bet that, I guarantee you that this could not ever happen in your life. This could not ever happen. Okay, why? Because the motivation which you think that if you would get, it is very useful for you. Yes, I know that it is useful for some sort of a period, but not as much as you think that you would do your work full-fledgedly. No, not at all. Why? Because the motivation, the person whom you want to motivate you could motivate you, but that is her or his energy, that is their energy. You need to convert that energy and translate it into your body. Okay, translate it into your body language, which you could never do unless and until you are serious, unless and until you're serious about what you are going to do. Okay, now you know what, have you had ever wanted any kind of a motivation for eating stuffs? I don't think so. No, right? Have you ever wanted a motivation to read something? No. Have you ever got any motivation for walking? No, not at all. Why? Because you are practiced with it. You are habituated with it. Okay? It is in your habit that you can eat, you can speak, you can read. Okay? You can walk. You don't need any kind of an outside motivation which can heal you from inside and you can do your work. No. And like that only, you could never ever need any kind of an outside motivation for doing studies or for doing anything that you want, and which you feel that you want this but you are unable to do this. Now I'll tell you what is lacking. Okay, what is that thing that you should do and you are not doing, and thus you want some kind of a motivation, some kind of a speech, some kind of a lecture from other person. Okay, now you know what, there is no motivation required, but there is a strategy which is required, there is an ideology which is required. Okay, here you need to think in a very logical way. Okay, now that logic which I'm going to talk about in this video is practice makes a man perfect. Quote it. Practice makes a man perfect. Yes. For example, now when I'm talking in front of this camera, I'm talking in front of you, you're watching me. You know what? Before then, when I had just started, I was not at all interested in doing this ridiculous thing facing this camera. But now it has become my friend, my best friend, and I'm able to speak anything and everything in front of it. I'm able to express my inner feelings in front of it, and I'm able to speak everything in front of it fluently. Okay? Now how this is happening to me, and why this is happening to me is because I have practiced. I practiced a lot to face this camera. I was consistent, I was persistent, and I had tried a lot. Now, you would say that practicing, oh Vardan, I know that practice makes a man perfect, I know all of these things, but I don't know how to practice, or I don't want to practice. So I would suggest you that why don't you want to practice is because maybe you're not interested in it. Maybe you'll say that I don't want to practice because I don't have any kind of interest in doing this. But on the other hand, another side, you don't want to practice. Now, how to overcome this? Now, my suggestion is, you know what? You are not interested in practicing this thing only till you're not trying it. You know what? Till this day, you are just, if you are someone who is telling that I don't know how to speak English, or I don't know how to speak this, or I don't know how to read how to speak any other language, or I don't know how to do this, how to do that. But you know what? If you have tried it once and you have practiced it regularly, consistently, being persistent on it, then being persistent in it, then I bet you and I guarantee you that you must have become good at it till this point, till this day. You must have become good at it. Plus, after practicing a bit more, after having consistency for a bit more few number of days, you would get more better at it. And you would get, by practicing again and again, you would get almost all, you will master this. You will become a master at it. Whatever you say that you don't know, or you say that you don't want, or you say that you don't practice, you don't have any interest. But it is important for you to do. Are you getting the message? So, first of all, the point which I want you to remember is that practice makes a man perfect. So, please start practicing whatever you don't like right now. Why? See, I know the first time when you will do the things which you don't like, I know nobody gets interested. Nobody find that interest. But when you do it consistently, when you do it regularly, you will find a kind of attachment with it. And then no sooner the day will come that you will say that, oh, I love this job. I love this thing. I'm interested. I have a keen interest in this thing. No sooner that day will come. And I bet that I guarantee you that day will surely come. But the condition is if you start practicing it from today, from now itself. Whatever thing you feel that it is impossible for you, make it as I am possible. I don't want you to have any such kind of a word like impossible in your dictionary. Cut out that word, remove that word from your dictionary. Make that impossible to I am possible, and you would get it done very quickly. Okay? So the first thing you should remember is that practice makes a man perfect. Try, but don't cry, my dear. Try it. Be consistent. Be persistent in it. Okay? And always never say that it is impossible, so I will not do. Well, say like I can make it possible for myself. This is possible. But I learn how to do it. Learn. Okay? Always I tell you that learn the things. It would get more better. Okay? When you start learning the things. It's same as like before diving into the water, you learn how to swim. I know swimming, at the starting, swimming may be impossible for you. But you say that I'll make it possible. But you don't just dive into the water. And it's not like that you will dive in and just sink into the water. Before doing that, before diving in, you need to learn how to swim. Okay? So this is all about some of the strategies, some of the steps of doing the things which you don't like. And you know what? Why doing the things which you don't like? Because Shah Rukh Khan, he said that why he becomes successful is because he did the things which he didn't ever like. Okay? He never did the things which he liked, but he did the things which he never liked. And this is the way to get successful. Like you drink tea, right? But it is harmful for you. Ultimately, it is harmful for you. You eat oily things, but ultimately it harms your body. Okay? So it's the same as it, when you do what you like, it can harm you. Like if you say that I don't at all like to speak in front of the camera, to speak in front of public, but you know what, to express yourself, you need to speak in front of a public. You need to make yourself stand aside, stand alone from the public, stand aside from the crowd and start speaking to express your feelings. Then only are you going to climb that, are you going to summit that mountain of success. Okay, and why is it important, because your future, while the things are upcoming, in your future, you need to, like, if, for example, you are in a conference room and you don't know how to express your feelings. You have that idea inside. Nobody outside will come to know that what you have inside. Even if it is a bad idea, or even if it does not sound good, but you need to express your feelings. But you need to express what is inside you. Okay, so that people come to know, so that you know that the ideas that comes to you are right or wrong. So everything like this, now this thing which I just told you, expressing yourself, this also comes with practice. There are so many people who are very introvert, and you know what, I am also an extreme introvert personality. Okay, an extreme introvert personality. I'm only able to speak in front of this camera and thus expressing my feelings in front of you guys. But before then, if you stand me in front of the public, I started to stammer, and things like that happens to me. But how I'm able to do this now is because I was practicing a lot. I never skipped my practice. I was practicing regularly, consistently, persistently. Okay, and this is how you reach your goals, and this is how you attract that success, okay, which you want. You attract that finish point, you attract that goal which you want. Okay, are you getting that? So I would suggest you to mark these points somewhere in your head, or somewhere note it down in your notebook, so that you would never ever forget this. Okay, and you know what, this is like a mantra for success, right? Practicing, consistency, persistency. This is the thing which you should follow. Okay, so whenever you are watching my video, I would suggest you that always handle a notepad, pen and paper, so that you can carry out, so that you can write down, point down the important notes which I'm giving you. Because whenever you are watching my video, there's only valuable stuff which I'm going to give you. There is nothing useless over here. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, whatever you feel that you don't like it, but it is important for you to do, guys, understand, please start trying it. This brain, what does it do? It is a very foolish thing. It will do what you will make it do. Okay, whatever you make it do. Now, if you could say to this brain that, okay, if you don't like study, command this brain to study for 10 minutes and then take a break. Now this brain will study for 10 minutes and then command it for studying for another 10 minutes. You know what? You need to do this. In the starting, you will face a lot of problems, you will face a lot of difficulties, but doing this, you will definitely get what you want. Okay, you will definitely get what you want. And I can bet that. I can surely guarantee you that you will get. And you know what? Until and unless you start doing it, there is no other person in this whole world, not even your mom and dad, who can pull your hands and make you do this. Nobody except you yourself. Only you are that person who can make yourself do the practice, who can make yourself do the trying, who can make yourself do the stuffs so that you could get better at it. Don't just sit back and stay and start saying, I don't know this, I don't know that, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Or maybe I'm not confident about myself, I am unable to do this, I am unable to do that. This is not made for me, I'm not made for this, I cannot do this at all. All these phrases, strike it off from your life. Just strike it off, okay? There is the only person which is pulling you back, that is you yourself. And nobody other person has that potential in themselves who can, set you back other than you. Okay? So understand that and start practicing from now. Okay? So this was all about today's video, and I hope that you guys really loved it. And like I am enjoying making this video, you also enjoyed watching this video, and you must have got some kind of an inspiration or some kind of a valuable thing that you could take with yourself and start implementing it in your daily life. Okay, and so with this, here comes the end of this video, and this is Vardan Sahu signing out until we meet again.